in some Rimworld. So, good day. It is today a Monday. Probably not going to be a super long stream today, but I like playing Rimworld even though it's not scheduled for today. Besides, we have plenty of things to do, and this will allow me to maybe work on the colony some more outside of the weekend where most people tend to watch anyway. So, okay, where were we again? So, Spire taming, alright. So, we've made some progress, of course. We have multiple true dragons now, if I recall. We have this one, this one is wild. Oh yeah, I remember now. This one appeared at the end of the last stream, I believe. Give people a chance to see that I'm streaming today, I guess. So, what should we do moving forward? We're kind of working on terraforming all this unusable terrain so that we can plant some crops over here. And once we get far enough, the question is, do we want to build more houses here? Or do we want to use that as another growing area or even something completely else? Because this is like the very bottom of the base after all. But before we continue, let me make sure that everything on Twitch looks okay. Seems alright. Seems alright. Thanks. Passed myself. Super duper. Close that down. Close this down. Don't need all those previews. Need all the processing power that we can get for this freaking game. Check my volume settings. Okay, so I've been messing around with some mods a little bit, and I've updated the purchase list as well as a result. So we have some new toys that I'm trying out, and one of those is that we can now make these castle walls and castle wall embrasures. Hey Snowy Rose. Getting in at the very beginning of the stream, good to see you here. And Capitolamia. Alright. Hey both. Everything's going pretty well. Though I had a few issues that I needed to deal with. I tried the what was it called again? Rim's quality of life thing or whatever. And I found out that I unfortunately couldn't really use this. A stream I was watching got balked. Got balked, like the colony died or the entire stream died. Because that seems a little bit severe. But yeah, I just started streaming today, so. Oh really? Okay, I've been watching a few people today and it seemed fine, so hopefully I don't suffer the same fate. We'll see though. But yeah, Cap, I was trying out the quality of life thing, and the main issue I had with it was that it changes how all these materials are presented. Steam issues as well. Really? I think my Steam has been okay as far as I can tell, so nothing. Okay, fingers crossed. But yeah, so this whole representation of the different materials didn't really work out with the quality of life mod because okay, so you're also having that issue. Yeah, because since you're also using stuff floors, you have this exact same issue. As soon as it splits up into two, what's that, columns, then that problem sort of rears its ugly head. So I decided to remove it for now because the only thing that was, well, not really, but there were a lot of cool things you could do with it, but I don't know if I really need to go that deep into it. But yeah. So you haven't been on this colony for a while, Cap, right? So Let's see, you got married to Banana Move, so you're living over here now, along with Banana Move and his golden toilet and gold weave animal bed, Barian leather wallpapers, dog leather tiles, and citronal, or no, keep saying citronal, god damn it, citrine gemstone floor tiles in the bathroom. Just a regular cloth curtain. I'm running into a little bit of a conundrum though, because we have 29 people now, and these houses take up a lot of space due to the way that I'm building them. So I don't quite know how to make room for more people, because this is 1, 2, like this 4 per block essentially, right? So that's... Unless people start bunking together, I might have an issue. Just build some tents, I suppose. Maybe that would work. Let's see if all the rooms are actually occupied again. Because I got rid of all the... okay, we have 1 unknown bed. So 1 more person and we need to sort this out. But I did have all the throwaway colonists die in an accident involving an attempt at building this road, and they got to this far, and then I realized they'd run out of food because they started going completely nuts, and they just couldn't make it back home in time. They all died one by one trying to get back. Accident. It's not like it was completely intentional, right? But yeah, we've been building personal rooms for people, so Pokegamers living in here now with this blue cat lily wallpaper and stuff. So it was a pretty cool stream to get to start on this finally. Yeah, I guess 7 Psych, but don't speak too loudly about that. You know, war crimes and stuff. Is it even war crime? It's not really war, is it? It's just a crime then. KV in-game definition editor might work for you.
Submit!
And we've got a follow from Ionized2. Well, welcome to the stream. And thanks for the follow. Also, Darkwolf's got a taming inspiration, and I'm wondering if we should get another true dragon just for the shits and giggles. Actually, is his animal skill even high? No, it's far from high enough. Okay, then it doesn't really matter. Chances are though that we could literally do it. Banana Move has taming inspiration too. Yeah, as I assume you're kind of familiar with Toolkit and Puppeteer already. I did just notice that you were in the queue. So go and take a look at all the crazy things that you can acquire. I'm sure you'll find something of interest. A colonist will set you back 2,500, and we have a couple of races here now. And I added some new ones that I have no idea how well they're gonna work out. But they're basically bug people. It's what game were they from again? Was it Kenshi? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. It was like yeah, Hivers, exactly. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, but yeah, I don't know what the game is about, where they come from, but they sounded pretty cool in terms of their concept for Rimworld, so I thought, oh, why not give it a try? Okay, let's try and see if we can't just tame this one. Okay, you're all the way down there. Ah, it's because he's gonna go and get something. But yeah, they sounded pretty interesting. Basically, we are fragile and we're cheap is the motto. So, in fact, the buying price for them was actually lower than my default price for all the colonists. So if you're buying a hiver right now, you're actually what's it called? Like it's overpriced because I decided to still keep the price the same. Because it's not so much about the quality of the pawn, but, you know, just joining the colony. But yeah, as you can probably tell, there's like 6 different variants, or is it 8? I think it might be 8. Right? Because there's basically 2 versions of each, and then there's like a prince, a queen, yeah, so that's 8. Prince, queen, soldier, and worker. And I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason they were listed in the, like they got added twice. God damn it, banana, you just shouldn't. Oh, it's sleeping. Great. They each have their own meat types? I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that's another thing. I went through the whole goddamn list in in the store for all the meats and everything. So that they're now limited to 360 per purchase, just so that it doesn't get overloaded. Just in case. Would you say hivers have... Doesn't really list more than one thing in here. So that's a little bit odd. I also took your advice, Cap, and spent a little bit of time managing the restrictions in here. But I don't know if my approach did any difference, but what I did was that I actually wrote these... God damn it. Shouldn't have clicked on that. Oh, ooh. I wrote out the words for the things in a separate, like just in a browser actually. And then instead of typing them in letter for letter in Rimworld, I just copied it in, and it seemed like it only took a few seconds for it to actually update, rather than what we saw on your stream the other day. Yeah, hive, not hiver meat, it looks like. Oh, okay, so hive. Yeah, that's like a bit of an oversight, I think, on the that was the wrong thing, on the developer from that race, because the the naming of the... Okay, there we go. Yeah, the naming of the different... You can even see they're listed twice here. Oh god, so there's also fucking 2 of these. Crap. Okay, well, I'll just have to take note of this, I suppose. At least we'll know who we're eating. I'll probably just disable these for the time being. The purchase list is kind of up to date. I did a few more tweaks after, so the hivers might... I don't know if they're in there. But they might be. Got some gut worms. Oh wait, we got a freaking wanderer join us. So, and coincidentally the same person that needs tending now. God damn it. Okay, we'll keep them for now, but... honestly don't really need more people. But yeah, it's like, I was a little bit confused when I saw the races in there, because they were just both listed as Hiver Queen and Hiver Prince and all that stuff. And some of them were called Hiver, some of them were called Hive. But then when I looked at the actual store, but like the file for the store, and I went through the races, I could see down there that there was like an internal name where they used the name South instead. So I just changed that in there and it seemed to work out. So that's why they're listed as Hiver Queen South, etc. Alright, welcome to the chat, Andre. Good to have you. Good to hear that you're ready. But yeah, so wasn't really supposed to be streaming today either, but didn't really have anything else that I wanted to do today. And I was feeling like just playing some Rimworld just for funsies. So why not? So I've added katanas. I looked at the mod that you suggested, and for the time being I'm not gonna add it because the way that they sort of presented it as was it's basically weapons that are better than the vanilla stuff. Like they're slightly better than vanilla stuff in terms of the baseline stats. And it's not like a pro-con situation, it's all pros. So they're just going to be more expensive and just be better, which is something I don't really like. Because it basically means that the regular weapons are gonna, you know, be completely useless. And we already have some of that in the base game, in terms of Neolithic weaponry and stuff. Sad katana noises. We might do it at some point if there's another mod that adds like more oriental themed weaponry, but only if it's like balanced. Besides, you have so many options to begin with. I was also looking just a few minutes ago for a patch for the Exile Dawn's armors, because those can't be made out of other materials otherwise. But apparently there's an issue with it where if you use that patch and you have materials that increase the wealth of those items too high, then it sort of breaks the faction in certain ways, as the mod offerer set a limit for how expensive those items are allowed to be, apparently. Probably something to do with when the enemies spawn in, they have an allotted budget for how expensive each unit is allowed to be, and you know, obviously if the armor all of a sudden uses up that entire budget, then what about weapons and everything else? So that's what I imagine happened, at least. Random rhino decided to go crazy. Oh shit. Why is Simo doing hunting? Is it... Why are so many people doing hunting, actually? Hold on a second. Oh god, I know why. I know why. Because I added that I replaced the work tab with that other priority master mod instead. So now a lot of these priorities seem completely out of place. But why is it only some of them though? Like all the ones in the top, I'm 100% sure those have been reset completely. But what about the others? Oh yeah, there's definitely some weird shit going on here, because Sephiroth's definitely not supposed to be priority free. Oh god. So it's like shuffled all the things around completely. Okay. Well, I should have noticed that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. Just like snapping the neck. Dead. Literally knocked her block off. Jeez. So should we... Does someone want to buy like a revive? Also, apparently the True Dragon's revenging because I was distracted and Seven Psych decided to go and try and tame it instead of Banana Move, who was supposed to. So it's all like falling apart again. Thanks for that, Seven Psych. Just a warning, that pawn is gonna have a brain problem. Well, you're also not exactly in the best situation here. Seems like they're gonna be fine though. Okay. Why rain? Oh, the fire. Snowy Rose, you have a shooting frenzy, so you would actually have been helpful up there too. And we have finished Abyss-Tech Engineering. I know a person who's gonna like that. So what else can we have here? Andre, do you think you're gonna be okay? Also, we probably need to do something about that dragon. Sephiroth, you also have a crypto crossbow. I should really just sort these people according to crypto crossbow, shouldn't I? That would be really useful. I think we have one more. Yes, no, Rose, you also have one. Anyone else? Muhu, you also have one. I knew we had a couple. You were worried about the dragon. It might... okay, it's not going for you, so... I think you're safe. Yeah, I think you'll be okay here. Okay, gamer, what are you doing? Okay, you're just hauling stuff. So I assume this dragon is just gonna non-stop, like... Can you... rescue Simo? That would be amazing. Okay, that should be fine. Bringing crypto crossbow crew here. Because the dragon will just reawaken in a moment and then it'll be reset. And then hopefully we can have Banana Move go over and actually do the taming. I really wish that the game didn't do this though, because it's like... it doesn't remember that you told the game that you want to tame something. So if the dragon falls asleep, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is not gonna happen now. Or something like a dragon that's fucking dangerous. Did you know seeing an insect queen gives a mood debuff? Wait, what? Is that because... Are you saying that because you did? Okay. No, I did not. That is very different, I guess. Let's toggle off these things. But yeah, that is very good. Or I don't even know. I mean, it's not really you can do anything about it. It's just peculiar. I meleeed it logically. Revived. The revenge. All that stuff's taken care of. Okay, boy. Okay, well that means that it's back to doing all this stuff again. Yay. Well, I suppose we'll just have to set up a default and then take it from there, because someone's buying heals. But yeah, I'm assuming that we should probably do this. We also have tech printing now, which is something I'm trying out. Should allow us to sort of deconstruct things in order to speed up research within that particular thing, which is built to work alongside the arcane technology mod, so it seemed pretty fitting. Don't really need a lot of these things. So let's start out by just resetting everyone to some defaults here. everyone's research is set to 9 right now. That's just the standard default, so I have a blank canvas to try and set this up like it used to be, which is gonna be very difficult, I feel. And who knows, we might even change it up a little bit. So it's like something along like those. And then we'll need someone to do... I mean, Sephiroth kind of needs to do that one. Let's do the surgeon first. I think that's okay. You can be a surgeon in a few hours. But can you surpass Sephiroth in a few hours though? That's what really matters. I don't know. Okay. Dark Wolf's character is also got a burning passion for cooking. They're just not great at it. Yeah, you are. That is also why you're number 2 in line. Alongside with 7 Psych, you're kind of about the same in terms of at least your skill level. Doesn't really mean much when there's all those traits in play, but still. Okay, everyone should also do repair. So that if for some reason stuff is damaged, get that repaired ASAP. Then we only need a couple of people to do construction and deconstruction, preferably those with high skill or high mood or high passion for it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 7 Psych. That was this exact idea with leaving Dark Wolf on butchering. So they could train the skill slowly at least. It's just there's not going to be a lot of butchering at the moment because of the way that the colony manager is set up, which is something I also kind of want to do. Also, I only really want to have 4 people doing specific fabrication crafting skills. So everyone else who is highly crafted should be set to like refining and that kind of stuff. And they should honestly as well. Just so that if they for some reason can't craft their main profession, then they will start doing generic stuffs. Can I be a smith? I mean, Andre, you could. Then, I mean, then you would have to be the smith, which means you won't be doing the mining stuff anymore, which is what you were doing. And you're one of our best miners, so it doesn't really make sense for you to do both, because you can't do both at the same time. Because if I set you to mining and drilling, the chances like you will be spending all your time doing that stuff. Butchery kills kibble and we make kibble, right? Yes. But let's take that when I'm done with this. So Sephiroth, you can also do a bunch of things, but I think you were set to do drugs. So basically when he's not doing surgeries and stuff, he's fabricating drugs instead. And then when he's not doing that, then, you know, at the very end, he will do research. And if for some reason he can't do research, he'll essentially do fishing. That is the logic behind this setup, so to speak. If you can make your armor. I mean, I haven't prevented you from working on the smithing table, but the thing is, if you start making that armor, or whoever starts making that armor is the one who's going to be finishing it, because that's how the game works, and that's why I only want one of each. I don't want multiple people working on the same station, because either they both need to have smithing at high priority then, which means two people will be fighting over the same workstation and essentially just wasting a bunch of time waiting in line by doing other things when they can. And, you know, it's just, yeah. I mean, I can put you to 9 on that. So if you literally have nothing else to do, you will do smithing on your own, but yeah. Chances are that, and that's the problem, right? Because if I put you onto mining and you will be doing mining 90% of the time, that remaining 10% of the time is not enough to do smithing like to any notable degree. So you'll just have a unfinished armor then instead, which is even worse. So then it'll just never be finished. Because I know why. It's probably because you want it to be finished sooner and at higher quality, but can't do everything, man. Can't do everything. So what else do we have here? Because we have a lot of people that are just not really going to be doing much at the moment. We do need some cleaners though, and not everyone is capable of doing so. It's like, this is the inverse issue of when you're starting a new colony. You have so many options of what people can do that, especially because, you know, this list was set up over time, you know, in smaller increments and refined and such, but now we're at this point where, yeah, it kind of reset and I need to sort of figure out what to do with all this. So let's see, Muhu, you're doing drugs. You can also do scanning. My character can also do scanning. Tech print seems to be intelligence. So, bump it up. Oh yeah, obviously we need some people on growing. Captain Lime, you're good at that. Set that to 2. Sephiroth, you can also do those things when you're not doing anything else, which probably might not never happen. We'll see. I mean, if you micromanage yourself to make sure that you get it made, then that's not an issue. It's just, if you don't, then we have something that's half finished, and then don't expect it to ever be done unless you do it yourself. So Sanderfell, you're also... Actually, is Sanderfell the only one with a burning passion for mining at the current point in this game? It seems like it. I know Simo has been like beelining into mining as well, so might as well. I know Cap, you also have a really high mining skill, so like a 50-50 between farming and mining, I suppose. Sistra, you should maybe also set that as a priority. Pokey Gamer, what were you doing? Can increase your crafting skill. Never hurts to have more people being good at crafting stone bricks. Yeah, like Seven Psych says, if you don't force yourself to actually finish the job, it'll maybe be stuck in limbo. And Seven Psych, I literally just talked about this. Don't set those, please. Because you're just gonna start all these weird ass projects whenever your colonist feels like it. Guava nectar. I have no idea what that tastes like. Guava is like a... is that the cactus thing? Because that's what it sounds to me like. Of course, you'll probably be able to correct me on that. Oh yeah, we need someone who's good at managing. Well, for now anyway. It's not really like a super important thing long term. Doesn't give an option to work on it. I mean, yeah, because this one is that's what I was telling you. It's initiated by beer wine spirit, so you can't. That was the whole point. So it's like either you need to be 24/7 smithing, or you need to be like not smithing. That's the terms here. Otherwise, you will initiate this project and then maybe go do some mining for like 5 in-game days, and then maybe continue doing like something like that's not gonna work. So because otherwise the game doesn't know whose skill to like use whenever the thing is crafted like completely to apply the quality of the item. So you can install a mod that removes that limitation, but then that also removes the influence of your character's crafting skill on the actual crafted item. So then it doesn't matter who makes it anymore. Then it's just like a generic thing. Having the juice of the fruit. Oh, a guava is a tree, okay. Guava fruit. I'm just trying to think where I have the cactus thought about then. What was it again? Oh, it was agave nectar that I was thinking of. Yes, so that's what I was thinking of. Well, people have schedules, Andre, and it's in the middle of the night, so he'll go to bed, wake up, and then once he's ready the next day, he'll continue working on it. That's how the game works. So don't worry, it'll be done soon enough. Why does this room seem so dark to me? Is it because we're low on power? Wait, I thought I had... oh, there it is. Yeah, so we're a little bit low on power. Weaker pawns have to sleep. Cactus type plant, agave, aloe. Well, that's just how it is, Andre. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we have any pawns that don't have a job. Alex, are you doing research? Okay. That is perfectly fine. I mean, you don't really have much else that you know how to do. But yeah, this menu here is still laggy even with without the work tab additions, but it seems a little bit smoother now at least. Let's just do a save just so that hopefully I don't have to do that again. I'll probably have to revise it just like I did last time. Can't clean, sad. I mean, I can set people to cleaning if you want. It's just, I don't know if we need that many people to do it at this stage. I mean, eventually we'll probably just have robots doing it anyway. And then having like 4 cleaning robots will be able to do it. I have like a random heater here. Guess we'll just have to install and deconstruct that. The stockpile is like a never-ending mission of trying to get space for everything. So we'll need another stockpile that I can chuck things in that is located like somewhere slightly further away. Because my end goal with this is so that I can remove these stockpile designations on the floor, because they seem to affect the movement speed capabilities of pawns that are walking around the stockpile. Oof. You just gotta know that it's full whenever stuff starts spawning outside. And we've researched moisture pumps. What's up next? Actually, now I think about it, gas extraction. Have I even seen a single Helixian gas vent on this map yet? Because I don't think so. Like, I went in and generated a dark oil pond here because those were added after we started. But, okay, there's a chem fuel pond there. But it seems like this one is finite as well when it comes to the dark oil, so probably not as detrimental as I feared. Why are my teeth equipped with a scarf? Yep, I suppose because your covers jaw. I mean, it even says that it covers your jaw, so... Hey, Dark Wolf. Welcome back to the stream. Apparently teeth is the equipment slot. I mean, it says jaw, so yes. Because coolness. It's because you are cool or because it's cold? But yeah, so something new that we can make now is, where was it? Is this tech printing table, which I have no idea how it works. But I thought we would give it a try at least. Wooden toe. Why? Just why? Because why not? Well, because we don't really need it. Because it's literally a crude limb in here. Yes, Andre, you want a wooden toe installed? Just wanted to buy a wooden toe. Yeah, fill up the stockpile even more, will you? Because these tall shells, although they can contain more things, it's still only 8 stacks worth of stuff. So it's not too much extra. And that's all the space I've set aside for body parts. And I don't think we can make anything better than that for like large storage. Like I could modify the settings for the deep storage so that we could have more things per thing, which I have contemplated. a couple times in relation to these stockpiles, just because there's so many things that needs to be stored anyway. But I just haven't taken the plunge yet. What jobs does Beer even have? He's the smith. He does repair jobs. Guess we can set those to 2. He is our smith, basically. That is what he does. And he's now equipped with a drill, which, in case you're curious, these increase your general labor speed by 80%, which is pretty awesome. Similarly, you have like some of your own industrial equipment now. So you've got a jackhammer, which increases your mining speed by 80%. And I assume this movement speed reduction is only while it's equipped, so it should be fine. You also have a chainsaw that works in the same way, just for plant work speed. So should probably set those up as well, just in case. Yeah, it's ready. There, isn't it? It's of excellent quality. And your current one is... well, so this is slightly better. The fuck? What? Someone else must have triggered this. Or did it just like bug out? Because that menu, I have no idea where that was from. It wasn't masterwork. Well, you can't expect every single thing to be masterwork. Oh, this is gonna leave a lot of stuff that's gonna be thrown outside, isn't it? Again. But holy hell, was it hot here today. Like, I was out grocery shopping and dude, like, I even decided to dress lightly and I was still sweating like crazy. You want a drill, 7 Psych? I still need to set up these things more specifically, but we do have a drill. An exotic goods trader, maybe they have something of interest. So, how many people did I set to priority 1? A couple, but they were also doing other things, right? Just in the hopes of speeding it up a little bit more. Found some underground salt, not exactly super useful. Do have idle colonists all of a sudden. Super grape, Murloc, and Sanderfell. Okay, so why is that? Guess they don't have enough stuff to do. Murloc and Super Grape. Yeah, please don't remove these research and fishing designations, because those are like the backup things in case your colonists have absolutely nothing left to do. Lovers have a -5 to almost everybody because I'm a hard worker and they're lazy. I don't think that's the reason, to be honest. But Seven's like, do you really want to get rid of the crypto shield though? Is it still on your person? It is. Yeah, I guess the crypto shield is literally just used with your steel cleaver, but yeah. If you're using a regular crypto crossbow, you could use the shield along with it, actually. But yeah, it's probably just not that useful. So we also got that true dragon. I actually might just as well set up a automatic management task for the true dragons. Because something like that. Restrict those two. Oh geez. This is getting progressively harder and harder to see. Falling. Wouldn't be a problem if you could just scale the size of this menu, which I don't think you can. Already got 50% melee dodge and you run fast. But I'm in melee, something is already screwed up. What? Oh, so if you're in melee range, you already screwed up is what you mean. Okay. I see. And you're probably right. Still though, there are exceptions to that. Need more power. Yeah. We're just kind of on the edge of not producing enough. The question is why. These are working. Oh, I know why. That makes sense. I added a mod that reduces the profile for the wind turbines, and as a result none of these were connected, which probably means none of these are connected either. That makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering why we were low on power, because it wasn't a problem on the last stream, but obviously with this change it's... Doesn't want to let go of the crypto seal. Yeah. I assume that would be a thing. I would have to make a specific non-shield loadout for you. Or for everyone who doesn't want a shield around, which I can do. like just making a ranged no shield setup as well. So what did we actually even research on the last one, because I kind of missed that. Exotic animal bionics. Okay. Also, I decided to remove the drop pod raids because having them all appear right here just because we have a drop spot was a little bit bullshit. So you can't buy drop pod raids anymore. Hygiene bionics. These steel stockpile crates are mainly just used for factory-based things. Yeah, multi-split air conditioning is probably going to be the most useful out of all of these. Since we don't have copper. I have 711 copper. We also have some deposits here and there, but obviously they're not being excavated at the moment. And I'm not a big fan of starting to drill inside our main stockpile area. That would probably be a bad idea. So, okay, so people are fucking getting crazy here. Okay, so beer, wine, spirits, and gobs are now together. Alright. That's really nice to see. As is Prophet and Snowy Rose. Well. Prophet, you didn't have a personalized room, so this is going to be interesting because now people slowly have to start agreeing on what their rooms are going to look like. God damn it, why is this list not... Yeah, it's not sorted alphabetically to the name. There. Can't build the pipes. I mean, they are built, so... Apart from these... some reason. Need material copper. What the heck? But there's like several hundreds worth of copper right here. Huh. Oh, so it's sort of according to this. Oh god. Guess it kind of makes sense, but still. Well, you're all ready to get some coins. Yeah. Almost 30 colonists. Star needs to go though. Oh, we've gotten an infested chunk crash. And it's like... Well, that's fair. Hey, Andre. Shit. Should we just, like, keep these people down here instead of trying to run past? Shoot. Select everyone else who's not down there. Hopefully. And then send them over there. Sephiroth's just like fucking racing through the fucking thing. Oh, should we try out that why not? Maybe not where Andre is standing. Oh god, that has such a long wind up. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. No! Shit. Okay, it did actually get triggered. We're like down here though. I don't want to die again. Can we do something here? Hmm. Why is it always my columns that ends up fucking having near death and full death experiences? See, it's not a designated animal, so that should be fine. So the Linean Hydra died. What? How did it die? Why is this golden dragon fighting our... What? The fuck happened here? Why? Why does this happen? Did I miss something? Apparently the dragon wins, yeah, no shit. But why? What happened? Shoulda jabbed at Regal in the neck, but the toxic bite slid off. Why are they fighting each other? Friendly fire? I guess so, but I mean it's not Manhunter, so why would it do that? This is like really annoying. Heck. Because all of this is just those two fighting, and then in between there's a Spellopede that it hit. Still drafted. Oh yeah, sorry. I was just getting like a little bit annoyed that those dragons end up fighting random things. And I don't have an explanation as to why. Could it be that it's because of this setting here? Oh yeah, okay. I think it might be because they're set into defensive mode, because it says retaliates against any attacks made towards it, even if they're just taking aim. Which is not what I thought it would be. I assumed the defensive thing was just like, oh, don't aggressively attack things, but that's like kind of dumb. Alright, Andre. Yeah, I think it's because of this though. So it's like either they have to be on aggressive, where they'll attack any hostile target within sight, even manhunting bunnies. So that means regardless of whatever creature they come across, they'll just be locked in combat as long as it's hostile. So it's just me that assumed that defensive was just, oh, if I get attacked by an enemy specifically, then I'll retaliate. But not if it's an ally as well. Because that doesn't make any sense. Why would that ever be relevant? Well, I guess we'll just have to switch this around and then see what happens. That was not a dragon, that's a hologram of a dragon. God damn it. We don't have purple dragons. The main trouble with that, though, is, of course, that now I need to double check all the dragons, I suppose. Even if I think I got all of them. Do you? Red one Elder True Dragon. The other True Dragon. White Dragon should be, yes. And then the third True Dragon. Okay. Just put some duct tape on it, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, as good as new. Where's the flex tape? Why did my mutations change and not have a right antennae? God damn it, I cannot spell to resurrect or make serum. It's like such a long freaking word. Thanks. That also means that I'll have to... Oh, actually, this is still set up in that way. Excellent. I think I might just keep it that way because it seems like a reoccurring issue. In case you were wondering what I was talking about, is that these things were still set to preferred and this one is set to important. And I guess we might as well just leave it that way so all the corpses get prioritized over there and then any overflow will happen put into these. Technically the body stockpile should be closer, but we can do that. We can do something like this maybe. You don't really need that to be such a big stockpile anyway. So, Sephiroth, let's take a look at you. Let's see what's going on here. Have you selected? Why did my mutation change to not have a right antennae? But it's written in yellow. Oh! Oh! Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why it shows up as right antennae for some reason. I wonder if it's the insectoid faction that's done something there. Because obviously your race is not... Wait, you have an antennae. You are a Mojo, goddammit. Mojo have antennae, for fuck's sake. Those nubs on the top of your head, those are antennae. So... You have antennae, Sephiroth. Part of being a Mojo. But then there should be a left one and not only a right. I mean, yes. But you've only been hitting the right antennae, so... So what's the problem? This only shows up when it's hurt. Yeah. Because this is your eye. This is confusing. It's like kidneys. It doesn't show up until it needs to, exactly. Like if we look at Forgotten over here. I mean, it doesn't say that he has lungs. Right? But he still has lungs. I wouldn't be surprised if... like it's not... Wait. Right crown shattered. Right fourth toe shot off. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like the tieflings could have their horns injured as well. It's because some alien races, they have like, you know, unique parts, like the Farians, they have tails. They can lose their tails and get them replaced. Obviously also doesn't show up unless it's relevant. So yeah. So hopefully that clears up the confusion. Until full passion. I will use Andre to clear up all this junk though. That's the Hydra crash stuffs that we've already covered because we never... Oh, those are still hanging out. Oh, so these are Rasins, all of these. Maybe they might have something interesting to... Whoa. That is a plasma sniper. What is this thing? This is a Gauss repeater. What is fucking hell? These guys are freaking loaded. Madness. Modified portable fusion reactor. Dangerous. The question is, Sephiroth being injured, would he still be better as a merchant? He probably would. Love how chill this is. Chill is definitely an apt description. Yeah. Consider using a healthier negotiator. He still gets like a 50% trade improvement. Jeez. And because it's an exotic trader, we can actually sell a dragon off if we want to. Like we could sell the true dragon off, which I might consider. Because we do already have 2 true dragons of either gender, so it's not like we can't get dragon eggs if we really wanted more. Also, Regal is a bonded dragon to a gen. I mean, we could technically also just replace the true dragon instead of the gold dragon, but I don't know. Okay, what do we have? A drone genetic material and warrior genetic material. Those were the things that you guys were messing around with. Can buy some royal genetic material if anyone's interested here. Because I can't remember if I changed the price or if I outright removed it from the list, but I didn't modify it. There's also some Black Hive genetic material here, and we can buy all of this for relatively cheap. Cheap. Yeah, I don't want to be a buck man. No. Thanks. Okay, we'll buy these though, just because can. Well, we have Glitterworld medicine, so I guess that's not a worry. Draconic ambrosia, Luciferium, Dragon's blood. Ah, some titanium. We have some titanium, but yeah, it's pretty expensive stuff. Here's the tech prof sub persona core that we haven't used yet. These random... Whoa, those are valuable. Where do they freaking come from though? I have no idea where these are coming from. I assume it's our Archotech animals, but I just haven't seen it happen and I didn't notice it at all, so I have no idea where they're from. We can buy a map containing information about a point of interest. Don't know if those could be interesting. What do you guys think? There's tungsten here as well. Digestible resurrected nanites. Geez, those are expensive. You can buy a skill trainer for crafting. Oh wait, no, that's one we have in store. I have no idea who that belongs to, by the way, so if you know, let me... Please tell me. We have so many HOTS in here, jeez. Okay, I think we can safely sell some of all these replacement parts. Because... Oh, I know why we have so many. It's because you guys have been buying all those Archotech parts. And all these regular body parts have been filling up the stockpile as a result. That makes sense. Synthetic kidney. Siamese cattail. Someone want a Siamese cattail? It's just a cosmetic. There's a mind suppressor. What does that do? Inhibits certain neural pathways in the user's brain, making them trust others more easily. The user will also constantly feel pressure to cease any hostilities towards others, making this a very sought-after item by Glitterworld law enforcement groups. Damn, that's expensive. We can afford it. Bionic buoyancy mechanism. This is for like aerofleets and stuff like that have buoyancy sacks that help them keep afloat. Trauma kit. All of this is our things, right? So buy some gold. Just some board games here at the bottom. Should probably get a telescope. I don't even think we have one of those yet. So what is our thing looking at? Okay, that's fine. Did we even end up having... No, we didn't even end up having to sell the freaking True Dragon. Huh. Oh, we can buy True Dragon leather here. Just not an awful lot. Okay, this should be fine. Where do we put this, though? We could just put it here, I suppose. What bug are you guys talking about? You. Kind of just you, Andre. Actually, what was it with those? Oh, there they are. Yeah, so they spoil, which means we need to actually keep them refrigerated. Good to know, or good to take a note of, or forget about it. But where are those being put though? Because they're probably not under body parts, they're probably an item or something. Where would it be? I really hope it's got like its own Sub menu. Nope. Nope, it does not. Okay, they're just in here along with all this other random crap. Well, that's not annoying. Okay, the war genetic material's off, and so is Royal now. I think it's... Seems like those are the 4 different things that you can get. Does mean that we should probably copy this over there, though. And it's gotta, like, stuck the game for a little second or two. There we go. And again. So let's set them up so that they're being put over here instead, just as like a backup for the floor. I see the warrior genetic material is already set to be here. Oh yeah, I also added more casts, by the way. For those that are interested. I have no idea how OP they are because, well, I haven't tested them, but apparently there's like, you can stabilize someone, you can even regrow limbs with a cast. So basically think some of the stuff you can do with Rimworld of Magic. Black Hive stuff is so expensive. Yep. It's a fucking book in here. Where did that come from? Wait, what? What? Wait, did that just really happen? So one of the cargo hauling animals from that exotic trade stealer is affected with like alcohol chemshine, so it's a chemshine buffalo. And it's even turned wild. What the fuck? Yeah, I changed the price for the black hive or the genetic material because I was a bit unsure on how to acquire them by like legitimate means, and it seemed like too cheap for what you could potentially get from them. Where did we get these ones? I mean, I just bought these when you're paying attention in the trades menu. They were selling them. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we get this map for free. We also get like a blueprint for free for fabrication. We've already researched fabrication, so that's kind of useless. Hi, Just Agony. Ratkinatuli. I thought you didn't like the name calling yourself. Oh no, wait, that wasn't... Who was it again? Was it you or was it someone else? Can't remember the name, and the chat colors are confusing my brain. Apparently we also got like 3 individual board games of the game of Strife, which is a synonym to the game of life, in case you were curious. Don't mind this bumble drone migration. Why is there a hole in the wall here now? The fuck? How did... That was the kitchen goblin, Wraith. Oh yes, yes. Why would I go kick a wall? I have no idea. I have no idea why this wall would be broken. But that's what I'm talking about though. Like it could literally be these bumble drones just seeing like that wall and wanting to go through it for some reason. But it doesn't seem like I mean there's only 3 people in Puppeteer too, so mental break. That's a possibility. But then it would be queued up for reconstruction if someone breaks it while I'm being on mental break. It's in the home area, so that's not it either. Did the wall survive? What do you mean, did the wall survive? But yeah, it's a little bit weird. Also, it's not a deconstruction either, because I set that up in here, so you can't queue up deconstruct. Oh, I actually see that I need to... No, that one's fine, the call. If Andre kicked a wall, it would die. Just in theory, yeah. Probably right. But yeah, usually the only cases where you don't get a new blueprint for a new wall is if you deconstruct it yourself. If like a random faction or whatever breaks it, then usually it does replace it with a new blueprint, but it just isn't allowed by default. But obviously that doesn't mean that you can't still force attack the wall. Just Acne, you are in this colony, right? Or maybe no. Alright. So what did you spawn in as a male Neko? Which you might have to do exclamation mark. Did you want a Neko or did you want a Warforged? Because it's like, I have no idea why, but sometimes it spawns in the wrong thing. So if we could just sort that out. Because then I'll just give you some coins back so you get the appropriate race. Because I've had some other people spawn in a... thanks. Have some other people try and spawn in a Neko and it would spawn in like as the wrong actual race. Yeah, I thought so. It might be an issue with the Neko from the lessons. It might be whenever it generates the colonist as like a male or whatever, and the Neko can maybe only be female, I don't know. Seems like it spawned you in as a dwarf. Yeah, it's really not liking that race. You can try again. Or we can also... Actually, if you do exclamation mark leave, we can use prepare carefully instead. Neko the randomizer. Yeah, let's do this instead. And then just gotta find it in here. That's like the only thing. Because obviously there's all the other factions here too. So it should be under O, right? A, B, C, D, E. And oh, there was some Neko stuff here. So I assume it doesn't matter too much. Like we can spawn in as a Neko villager or refugee or whatever. Neko soldier. It probably just defines what you start with. So let's see here. Okay, that seems to work. Can't choose a way. Race by an echo of my hospital. Let's see here. So yeah, in terms of gender, do you care for male or female? It's set to, what is it, male? Yes. And of course you can change your hairstyle as whatever you want. Female. Alright. And I assume you don't care too much about your background stories. Because everything else is just going to be random. Is that fine? Just want your medical. So what, like burning passion in medical or something? Because you can buy as many traits as you want, so you can get passions in everything that you want. Let's see, it does assign you automatically, very good. There we go. Seek just Acne Angora. And because we are in industrial age now, we should be able to actually equip you with a somewhat decent weapon. Like, decent is a broad term in this colony. But considering that everyone until very recently have been using longbows, you should probably be good. So got some more research here. Transport pods, that's for the vanilla stuff, I suppose. Power showers. Yeah, military clothing is just gonna be like, it's not gonna be armors, Andre, in case you were wondering. They are very low defense. They give you stuff like shooting ability and that kind of stuff to compensate. But that's kind of what happens when you get into industrial tech. It's like, that's where all the melee stuff kind of ends, unless you want to go into spacer swords and such. So yeah. Might also have a scalpel for you here, actually. And in terms of this crafting table, let's see. We should probably make some more drills because those seem to be universally useful, even if they were a little bit expensive. So you have a hunting rifle and a scalpel. Should probably be fine for the time being. God damn it, we're also getting a random wanderer here named... Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought that would be like a random guy, but it wasn't. Yeah, it doesn't, Andre, it doesn't. Demon. It's the Bumble Drone migration. I can show you what it does. It literally just unlocks these things. In terms of defenses, you're probably wearing the highest defense value stuff that you can in this current mod configuration. Is my guess. Because all of the Rimworld stuff here, which isn't even under this category, it's under marine armor, isn't it? So unless we can make marine armor and other things, which I don't think we can, if we can't make these out of other metals, then you're probably wearing the highest defense stuff. What's the differences? Yeah, we can take a look at that too. There's of course also the cataphract armors. All the traits, someone's been saving up. Let's see, because it's probably going to be in here, isn't it? So this is the one that you were wearing before. So these are the differences. Oh, this muffalo died inside our freezer, and because it was under the effect of chemshine. Okay, everyone is rushing to the scene because it was chemshined. Wait, was that just one of the genetic materials exploding, or was it something else? Also, this whole thing is like fucking caught fire. Good thing the rain is still going on. And just Acne, you kind of just like stepped into the colony into a bomb, I guess. Seems like we're gonna be okay. I will need to set up these though for the... It was under here. And then it's that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Looking through the traits and saw far-sighted. Oh shit, we're getting attacked by the defilers. They're coming in. Is it a transport point nearby? They are attacking immediately, watch out. They appear to be unusually clever with their tactics and will avoid your turret fields and notice some of your traps. Well, a good thing we've just... This didn't happen simultaneously. So who's again is up towards... Everyone up to gobs are all melee. So these 3 people here can stand in that. Fuck. Did someone... I have so many people now. Anyone around here that could use this instead. And there you go. Yeah, Peanut, you can kind of like stand wherever, I guess. So these are the ferals, in case you're unfamiliar with these guys. They are part of the Rimworld factions. And unlike a normal type enemy, they spawn in with like stuff like these. These ogrons and what is this? This is a Shadok. I don't even know what most of these is, and these damned ones. So they're basically like using makeshift post-apocalyptic what do you want to call Mad Max kind of equipment. So like for instance, they do have flamethrowers and stuff, but for instance, this feral crank gun is like a crank-driven minigun. Just as one example. So their gear is very ratchet and very rough. Some of our people should have some improved weapons, though they are not long range. They have really high DPS. And of course, they all, for some reason, prioritize to go that way, which I don't understand. Okay, they will go down here, realize that there's a freaking Galatros here. What? When the fuck did that happen? Oh well. And this fucking death machine out here is probably gonna soften them up quite well before they get even remotely close. around that little cube. Easy peasy. The Galvatros is just like trying to consume some grass here. It doesn't even care that it's getting attacked by a Gutcher. Or an Ogron. It's kind of a little bit late now, but I guess I could have read this. So originally designed for construction heavy industry, the Ogron is a large, tough, big-headed xeno-human in a harsh Rimworld condition. Many fur clans use them as brutal war beasts. Should we try and... We should probably get rid of those. Oh, Seven Sykes about to get himself killed. Ogron meat. You can't just buy an Ogron for ourselves. That's what you're hoping. Okay, enough of this nonsense. Get back to work. Hey, Moohoo. Good to see you here. Well, that went surprisingly well. Where is it? So I can't remember. Is it still? No, I did try and switch it back just because I was worried that the industrial factions would like run us over or whatever, but I think we can do the other difficulty. Been here for a while, just played something else. Alright. Should really build an actual box around the entrance. What do you mean? What do you mean? What, here? What do you mean build an actual box around the entrance? There is an entire box right here. So I don't quite know what you're talking about. Can also make these energy shields, but these are the small ones. I want to wait until we can make the big ones. Something else we can also make now are these ditches, which I was thinking we could try and add here to dissuade the enemy into going around. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I mean, if we close this door up, the enemy is just gonna attack the best wall they see into our base instead of actually going into our defensive positions here. That is why this is open. Shouldn't always be open though. Mostly just when we're under attack, but once we research these remote doors here, I'm going to try and replace it with a remote door connected up to a door lever situated in here so that we can actually trigger this door opening and closing remotely. So that we lure them in and then they think like, ah, we can get through here, and then we close the door in their face and then they can't. Speaking of, there's a large shield there. It'll probably take a while to research though. Hygiene bionics, okay. I can show you what hygiene bionics are. There. It manipulates your bladder factor and it manipulates your hygiene rate factor. So basically means you don't need to go to the toilet as often and you don't need to take a shower as often. Orichalcum. Very nice. Oh, this one, no one killed off this guy. So it's just like lying there. But yeah, the ferals aren't too bad to deal with. They're quite alright to try and take out. Not super strong. These nail guns though, they do have a high DPS however. Can show you. Go into ranged. Go to DPS. There's a crank gun, and down here we have the feral nail guns set at almost 14 DPS. Crank gun is slightly higher too. But the trade-off here is that the accuracy on these things is kind of trash. So if we take a closer look at this nail gun, for instance, there's only 4 damage, but it's a burst count of 10. And it's relatively short range, so... It's a pee-bag strapped to your leg. I don't know if it's literally that, but maybe. It's just like a surgically implanted additional bladder or something. Information. Oh, okay. It's like the mod tells me, oh yeah, by the way, remember to use me. Personal colostomy incinerator or a shower head built onto your head equals constant showers. I don't know. It doesn't sound as cool as like grime retardant skin or something. Also, I guess we never got around to fixing this window situation. There. That reminds me that I still need to report that bug that we experienced with the windows, which I wonder if it's the mod itself that does this with having like 3 different areas, because it's like this one area here, right here, is literally 162 degrees Celsius. If we look on the bottom right, this one here is like 200 degrees Celsius. Oh god. These are... Wait, those are only 31. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what's going on with that. It's definitely not working as it should. Look up cream. Don't put your head out the window then. Well, the weird thing is that... So basically what happens is if it becomes too warm, it starts self-igniting, because these are... Well, not that one, but the others are all made out of wood. And it seemed to mostly become an issue when a lightning strike would happen nearby and catch the building on fire. And then the temperature would just stay really high and continuously self-ignite. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hot. I mean, why it's like igniting on its own. Yes. There's obviously a way around that by just making windows that cannot burn, but these bone windows have really low durability though. So I would like to use something else. But if I want to use metal, it's got to be like super expensive. Because even with less burny metals, these steel windows, they still can burn. They have like a 2% flammability. So, granite blocks. What do you want me to do with these granite blocks? Anything particular in mind? We can't build stone windows because the mod offerer decided that it was unrealistic to build a window out of stone, which I agree. So we can't build them out of stone. It has to be a metal or a wood type. Even the reinforced windows. And even then, if we could build them out of stone, it would probably be better with some other kind of stone. Clay, I don't know. So Lercellite is 180%. Yeah, so Lercellite does provide more hit points than granite. Granite is no longer the strongest stone out there. Which one is anyone's guess though, because I don't know. I do know that Lercellite is very high up there though. Just as unrealistic as doing out of steel. I mean, steel plating is a thing. There should be glass included. There is a mod that allows you to do it with glass, but it's a separate mod integration and not... Like, it's compatible with it, I believe. Because it allows you to make, like, glass walls and stuff, but yeah. That's just how it is. We can also make these castle wall pieces here instead of these regular ones, which are way more durable, but I don't know if it's quite worth it at the moment. We can try though. Yeah, let's just do it. Just do it, goddammit. We can often build the window's frame out of granite, so I wouldn't say it's unrealistic. But is it the actual window frame though? Because it's like you've got a window frame as opposed to a hole in a brick and mortar wall, I suppose, right? Window is just a hole in the wall, is it though? Like now we're stepping into semantics or whatever. So, and that's the same reasoning some people, if I recall, debated on his mod page. But it's like, you know, if you really wanted to change it, you can just make your own patch. But no one's done it, so it's just not been done. Does this not work? Because it says low power consumption. No, okay, it does work. Good, good. Just double checking. Yeah, so these are castle wall embrasures. They have a little more hit points than these old ones. A little more is maybe an understatement. Realism bone windows. But the only reason why we can do bone windows is because bone is considered a wood type for all intents and purposes. And I assume that the reasoning for that is that if they didn't, you would need to like make bone and all the sub crafting things with the bone stuff as like its very own thing. So to make it more compatible with other things, they just said like, okay, it's just a wood type. It's a woody stuff, which I can get behind. It's an okay compromise. Yeah, so these are the castle wall embrasures from that new, what was it called again? Fortifications Medieval mod. I tried using the materials add-on for that mod setup, but it's not compatible with these stone types yet, so you could only make like, to give a short overview, it allows you to make, god damn it, it allows you to make pebbles and, what was it again, like small rocks or something, and then you can build things out of those materials specifically for this castle walls thing. And there's supposed to be like an earlier stage way of getting your defenses up before you can do proper stone cutting, essentially. But yeah, they only worked with vanilla things, so you could only make like granite and marble and etc, pebbles and whatever stone rocks the other thing was. So, but if you don't use that one, you can still make use of the base mod that allows you to build these fortifications at least. Such as we also got those, it's the same mod that adds these fortified ditches here. Which, in case you also didn't know, the Neolithic fortifications Neolithic thing adds ditches as well. We just haven't used them yet. And they just make, like they obstruct movement, which is deeper to make anyone or anything hard to cross over. Yeah. So my guess is that if they tried to walk over this, they would be slowed down immensely. So that's something we'll also try. And the only placement restriction is that it needs to be diggable terrain, so that seems pretty fair. You can make those out of all kinds of stones, so that's pretty cool. Question is though, is this fortified defense position wide enough? No, probably not. I want to extend it out in width so that we can have more people spread out over a large area while still being able to hit incoming enemies. So yeah, something along this line, a little bit more than what this wall would allow for currently. Just so that this is like an open field for us to shoot at any enemies coming in. Because later down the line, I know some of the weaponry that we can acquire, they have some pretty wide area of effects. So if we don't do it this way, then we basically won't be able to utilize them without doing too much collateral damage. So that's like my thoughts on that. So, this bedroom is unowned, which is amazing. And then Starry down here we'll eventually just get rid of. Actually, let's just banish them. Muscle parasites. Jeez, everyone has the freaking muscle parasites. What's our TPS like anyway? Okay, so we can run it slightly higher than regular speed, but not much higher than that. So we get a little speed boost by running at this speed. Add these floors in just a bit ahead of time. And I kind of want to add this pathway here too. Oh yes, now I also remember something else that we can do. Because if we go into storage here, oh actually let's take this research first and look at that. So we've got hygiene bionics, so you can buy your surgeries now, Andre. Factory basics. Which one is that again? Yeah, so if we research factory basics, that allows us to unlock all of these. Well, opens up research for all of these, of which basic drone assembly, for instance, allows us to do stuff like auto haulers and auto cleaners, and a supercomputer for research. To Warforged even P. That is a good question. There you are. The answer to that would be yes, but canonically probably no. Yeah, so it's like, it's just because I assume it's because that particular race isn't patched to remove that requirement. Yo, Sephiroth, you're sleeping. Got like 2 people here in need of surgeries. You are missing a sidearm. That makes sense because we just did expend your rocket launcher. Starvation. Is it because it's... no. Probably because of the gut worms. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I wanted to check this out. Still a cannibal, okay. True Dragon joins. Did you just buy a True Dragon? You don't think we have enough of these? There's also an Elder True Dragon, which is really lucky. Nah. Also, Andre, apparently you're assigned to 2 True Dragons. Which is something we need to change. Bionic wings. Okay. Shit. There it is. Assuming we can do it, actually. Nope. Doesn't seem like we can. Well, it's possible that a Dark One set wasn't patched for, yeah, normal birds. Yeah, that's what I think. It might be like, for instance, like it might work for the meadow avs here. It does not. Very good question. Where did it put those? There. Group bionic wings for animals should be able to replace any type of wing. Could also be because they were just being moved into storage. That happens on occasion too. Hmm. Sure, Andre. Passion for shooting. Past the 100k mark. Hey, mate. Haven't been lurking yet. Okay. So 100k mark. Is that your colony's wealth? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hmm. For some reason the black hive thing doesn't show up. Is it because... I think it was broken. Yeah, it was broken in the fire that happened. No, wait, it's right there. Why is that not allowed then? Black hive genetic material is not viable in all combinations and it won't combine with royal genome at all. Hmm. It's possible that it's not used on people then. Buy free true dragons. Oh, so that's what you meant by 100,000 coins. Oh, jeez. I like the raids better. Black hive needs to be mixed with another genome. Okay. Yeah, we don't have that unlocked yet, so we can't. To make an animal. Yeah, I assume that would be what it was for. Also, by the way, guys, can anyone remember who bought this cat? Because I can't. I honestly can't. It's not an insert in the body. Okay. Sounds like it might be raining outside or something. But yeah, I don't remember whose Arco cat it is. It's just like doing its own thing. Only I may use the mysterious item I just found on the store. Okay. Not exactly sure why you say it in that way, but should I be scared? Why isn't the purchase working? I don't know. I don't know. Could be because you bought trying to buy a thing that's not on the actual store at the moment. Nutrition packs. There we go. Where's this from again? So this is from the Mojo. They're like food. Yeah, I think so too. So I wanted to see if there was a Dragon's Descent patch for a dog once said. And that is why we can't do the wing replacement. However, there's another thing though, that dragons have, like, fundamentum as a skill. So if they get injured, they immediately start regenerating their injuries. So I don't think you can replace things on them. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, there was something about that, wasn't there? In the past. Oh, it's been such a long time since I've done any maintenance in terms of this. The wing weren't even as strong as I thought they would be. Well, if you think about it though, those stats would be multiplied by 2, so considering that wings are not necessarily the only thing they have, this would be a 6% increase on 3 different defensive stats plus 2% manipulation. The manipulation isn't really that significant, but the other ones are actually quite a lot. Bionic magical wing. Yeah, we might not have access to that yet though. There's also these things in here. Bionic horns, bionic magical wing. Proof bionic magical wing for animals should be able to replace any type of in a magical creature. Could also be that which makes the difference. I mean, dragons are technically magical, aren't they? So it might be why. Meadow elves could be the same, maybe? I assume highly that the Feng Huang would be magical too. If one can't install enemies, I do wonder the difference on it. Well, let's see. Because we have the research. And I haven't really ever messed too much with dog set. I just have it in case it ever becomes relevant. So, could be fun to take a look at it for once. Okay, so it's at least in storage. Let's try and look at the Feng Huang first. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay. What about some meadow aves? No. Or did I just... Nope, doesn't look like it. We can install peg legs on them. I mean... Imagine a giant bird of chocobo size wearing, like, instead of chicken-like legs, it's just a pair of peg legs. Guess I'll try to dig up my true dragon. Yeah, so for instance, there is a separate patch for a dog set that's called Dragon Mod patch. But is this just for a specific dragons mod? Let's see, a patch to make ads features, ADS features, dog set features compatible with dragons, and it should be compatible with other mods in a specific order. You just have to figure it out. So, but that's the dragon mod specifically. So I think the dragon mod might be the progenitor to Dragon's Descent. So it's anyone's guess if it works differently to what today. Make Sephiroth install. You don't want Andre to do it. Are you? Oh, is it because you couldn't? Shit. Is it because you couldn't queue it up as a thing yourself? Oh, okay. Bionic animal eyes. Yeah. I guess we'll get to see what we can do with those animal parts too. But yeah, I'll do it as soon as they're put in stockpile. Like, we can administer all the drugs, but yeah. So far it doesn't seem like we can do much else. Robert, why are you moving so slow? Oh. Muscle parasites. It's always the freaking muscle parasites, isn't it? Also, it's... Yeah. So we can put the animal eyes on the Feng Huang, for instance. Also, we can do... Like, we can actually cure stuff here too, but... But it's possible that... No, wait, actually, that's not an issue. Stall animal eye. Simple animal ear implants. Animal peg legs. Like, imagine a freaking unicorn with 4 peg legs for legs. How silly would that be? Look. But yeah, I don't know what the wings are used for then. Trying to think. I mean, why would you give a duck bionic wings, for instance, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, you could give a Meadowav some bionic animal eyes. Could also probably give them to our skip hound. Just to try it. Well, what about our Arco Frumbo? Will that one be allowed? No. Kind of expected that because that's Saber's ship. They have enough things to try and make compatible anyways. So the Ripper Hound can't get the eye implants. Is that because it doesn't actually have any eyes? I suppose so. Well, let's put them in the skip hound then. That one's kind of getting wrecked on occasion, so... But yeah, the thing about a dog once said is that if memory serves me correctly, it was a pain in the ass to try and figure out anything related to their patch system, because they have a patch for megafauna and dinosauria that are separate. But if I remember right, those are deprecated at this point. What were those robotic animals called? You mean the Arco thingies? Or you're thinking about something completely different? I'm thinking about these wayward mobile assemblers. Because it's a very broad question. And an Astorial is a space elf. Should have a couple in the colony. Can't remember Snorkelfork, you're not one-eyed. Yosh. Snorkelfork is an Astorial. So they're basically like a separate race on the workshop. Instead of adding like a Forgotten Realms elf race, for instance, because all those are set in medieval tech. Astorial is basically an elf race, but their faction is set to spacer tech, so they actually equip, you know, laser rifles and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so they're basically space elves. We do also have Forgotten Realms elves in here now, but the reason why we have them to begin with is that on my older playthroughs I tried to stick to races that only were spacer tech, because otherwise you just get bloated with raids that are like gonna be 70% medieval and below, which isn't really, like, if that even does it. But you bought a bionic mojo tail. It's very likely that... Okay, so it is the correct tail. I was a little bit worried about that. Let's just say it this way. We had an incident several weeks ago. Sephiroth can attest to that. Unfortunately, the oh, what did you call them, Sephiroth? Telone, what did you call her again? Yeah, only 3 deaths. And it was just like, in order to install a freaking tail. The executioner, yes. May she rest in peace. We should actually have brought all the dead bodies back home, I guess, and done like a memorial or something. But, yeah. Kind trait. Yeah, I mean, Sephiroth's gonna be using like glitter tech medicine, so if this goes wrong, then... Okay. So you now have a bionic tail. My pawn dies, I'll buy a Hyver Queen South Pawn, since it's a Kenshi race. So do you know if there's what the difference between the regular ones and the South are? Because I haven't tested them out other than just making sure that the purchase list was functioning. No, okay. Because I don't know either. I just know that in the list we go in and check them. They kind of just appeared twice, except they weren't called South. That's like an internal name that I gave them when I was looking for the files. They were just both called the same, so that you can actually buy the different ones. I had to make up a different name. Just sounds longer. Yeah. Maybe it's like if it's in the South, the melanin, standard melanin levels for them are like set differently, so they're a different default color. Maybe that's literally all. Because the person who made this particular Hiver race mod, because there's an older one this one is based off. But that person said that this is like their first mod or something. Can we buy a Hiver Queen South Pawn for Nightbot? Nightbot. I'm pretty sure I don't use Nightbot. So I don't know exactly what you were thinking. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs bot instead. So I have a bot, it's just a different one. It basically allows you to do the same things from what I can tell. And oh yeah, I remember why we have that in there. Because this fucking thing was there. Also, this is no longer owned by me because I died a couple times or something. So, do you guys think everything is being a little bit too quiet? Because I think we might as well. We've been running with Matt Moody for a while on Strive to Survive with the combat readiness check changes, but we could try and spice it up with Parry Persistent. No, not. Wait, I don't have Parry Persistent? That's Diego Dyer, god damn it. Okay, well, screw that plan then. I guess I'll have to add him in separately. I don't have Oscar Obnoxious. Also, he would probably just fuck shit up in unexpected ways, but we could use Igor and Vader for a while. If you want to see raids happening. I have no idea what to expect. Like, we might all just lose the colony now. When in doubt, set to post-apocalyptic. Well, the thing is, it only changes the severity of the events, not the frequency. The reason why I was... Kaboom, we all die. Hey, Arkham. Good day. Or evening. Or whatever it is at your place. So that was Diego, what was it again? Shit. Harry. So I don't know why I thought he was the Settlers guy. So he is a standalone thing. So the reason why I mentioned Parry Persistent is because he increases the amount of events that happen, so that it increases the odds of whenever a negative event does happen that it might be a raid. Since the main issue right now probably is that we have so many options when it comes to what events that can trigger, that even if we look at our history here and see in the top line, I mean, raids have been just getting more and more frequent, right? Of course it also counts the raids triggered by players, but still. The thing though is that it also counts Manhunter packs as the negative events, including like Mass Animal Insanity, Problem Causer. There's also the Infestations. And my guess is that all these are being put under the same umbrella. Like ship landing troop ship as well. Like, so if a faction base for the Mechanoid Hive spawn on the map, that's like one of these events too. And that just means that if only every third one is an enemy raid or something along those lines, it just feels like it takes forever at this game speed. No, Trueham, I will not install Oscar Obnoxious because he can do really dumb shit. Set game to losing is fun. No. That still doesn't... Like, it just makes it so that if we do get a raid, it might just kill us. That's not what we're looking for. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you're in Germany, if I remember correctly or something. Is that correct? And at any rate, yeah, you're welcome. It's always a tricky one with difficulty for Rimworld, I feel. Because like I was watching Alex Roosterfield and he was trying out like a new colony thing with Parry Persistent, but he just got like overrun with raids. It was ridiculous. And it's not even because a lot of raids happened, because even the raids themselves were really difficult to deal with because they had such good equipment. And I mean, we're still wearing, like a lot of our people are still wearing leather Ravager armor, so even though we're industrial stage, we aren't quite fully prepared for like mass invasions of people with firearms. So yeah. Time for Hampy the Storyteller to give you a story to behold. Everyone, do you think Dragon has committed war crime, murder, or any bad action? If so, say 1. If he has been a good boy, then say 2. Oh god. That's what, okay, I see. I see. I actually did also consider that alternatively, because I did just switch on Igor Invader, but we could also use the Storyteller packs for a bit to see how that works out. Okay. How are we on Lucy? Let me extend that tab for you. We're on 22. Now that you mentioned that though, what about Draconic Ambrosia? Okay, we have actually quite a lot of it. So why don't we make use of it for once? So we have this white dragon, which I've set up to you, Sephiroth. And time to administer some ambrosia. Should probably also give you a dragon pillow. And why not make it out of depth weave, just because. When you collapse, it's empty. What about wake up? Yeah, drop rates are disabled. Sorry, True Hemp. Because I really didn't like that they were dropping down on the drop spot. That was kind of broken. But you can buy regular raids still. You can also buy sieges. No? The fuck just happened? I got the notification that it compressed the raid. But why didn't it spawn? I mean, the entire game froze for a couple seconds. There's a raid? No, not really. I don't think so. There's no messages to indicate anything. Yeah, it's the bug. Well, you managed to send a bunch of tribals our way, so. But let me just reconnect Twitch Toolkit. I should actually have done on stick, shouldn't I? There you go. So it does work. Yeah, I know it was Muhu. I didn't notice that. seems like the well, there goes that advanced geothermal generator. That's your punishment. Okay. And someone just bought a bunch of meteorites that crashed right into a fucking bedroom. Great job, Sephiroth. Thanks for that. So you're gonna do 2 singular, not plural. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. So you bought... Yeah, okay, so you bought 2 tornado groups instead of 2 individual tornado. I see. Like, well, that's not good. So, yeah, also we're still getting rated. I just haven't gotten up there yet. So yeah, that's gonna set us back a little bit. Random cat just died. So we also got some random geese. Which, by the way, why do you still buy those? So how does this actually even, like, how does this work? It's overhead mountain right here. So, oh, so because the outer edge isn't, then it still affects the outer edges. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be expensive. No, my room. Well, Andre, most of this is still, like, intact, so... And the raid's kind of just, like, absolved itself, so... Well... Freaking more random meteorites gonna fill up our entire base. Okay, well that's gonna take some time to fix. Ay. Tell me what you need. I mean, we lost 2 large venometric power cells for 1. That's a starter. 5,000 woods. We don't need wood. Because this is generic, this is just mixed lumber. This is practically useless. So you're just filling up our stockpile. Oh, this is oak wood. And we're probably gonna need some copper. as well. I mean, it's not like it went too terrible because most of this is still covered in overhead mountain. I mean, this entire area was basically unaffected because it's covered up. It's just gonna take time mostly. It's literally just these that are irreplaceable. Fucking jeez. Okay. Okay. I am happy and you know it. Let's buy some more. Buy some more what? Well, true ham. Just be careful next time, okay? Well, a good thing that this whole situation's been like built out of like castle wall now, so once all this stuff's been repaired. Although Pokegamer kind of got screwed up here. I think she'll be fine. So you bought like a crap ton of steel, copper, and a freaking million of those. Are there even any cats left? These guys just kind of got killed by dragons or something, I think. So Seven-Side, do you want both crossbows, or did you just want the one? Why do I have cholesterol processed foods? Yes. Okay. Shit. Where did you drop that? Oh well. We can probably make do with just doing it like so. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Cap warned me about those tornadoes as well. Or I guess, yeah. Those are pretty serious business. How expensive are those even? Okay, maybe those are a little bit too cheap. Wait. Did I just see what I think I saw? No. I mean, it's set to be limited to once per in-game day. But what about the other one? Yeah, so this isn't working for some reason. Those limitations just don't work. Is it literally because you have to set up the cooldowns in here? This is by type. Limit the times individual events can be used. So if I toggle that, then it's on the individual event, I assume. Right? So for instance, Meteor can be triggered 4 times a day. Wait, don't please. I mean, you can just only buy once a day. Need that for your next merciful event. Well, it depends. Also, what was the meteorite price anyway? That needs to be higher. Rare Frumbos. I mean, rare Frumbo passing. No. I want the map spammed with rare Frumbos because that one scales with your colony wealth. So the higher our wealth is, the more Frumbos spawn in. So if you spam that, it's just gonna create unnecessary lag. So that's actually a good thing. So that's gonna stay at 1. And I'll take the rest if it becomes a thing. Got a lot of food and leather. Maybe, but thanks. But no thanks. It's not worth the lag. Because it's already gonna take a while to do all these repairs. Got any plans with that, woohoo? Andre, I thought you had an Architect heart. Oh, wait. Right, yeah, because you were trying out the ventricular sleeve. Make a cowboy hat. Sure. Oh yeah, it's under leathers. Yes, but you can't specifically buy one made out of human leather. This is gonna take a while. Polyester Mojo cowboy hat. Should be one in that. Yeah, I mean eventually, but that's just gonna be spam. I don't also want to have to go through the entire list to limit all the clothing purchases to one at a time. Which wouldn't really help. Now that I think about it. The thing that's going to be the most annoying now is that I have to remember whose rooms all these are. I remember, of course, I know whose certain rooms are, but some of the other rooms are going to be a little bit more tricky. Nico meets. Check its stats. Shit. I have no idea where it went. Plus 10% social. That's mostly what you do it for. I mean, these are all well and good, but obviously not as good as a actual helmet. Can't even watch television because of True Hemp. Actually, now that I think about it, we should probably do something like this. So that the people that build things or prioritize constructing new stuff over repairing, so that we actually get these things built up again first. I really wonder if how that's gonna work out in the long run when we build these steel roofed areas instead of the overhead mountain. Do you guys think it's gonna work against the tornadoes and stuff like that? How do tornadoes got to you? I mean, the overhead mountain works as a repellent, and steel roofs are, for all intents and purposes, just like overhead mountain. They just don't allow insectoids to spawn underneath them. But then, you know, as to compensate, there is excessively expensive. You know, an 8x8 is already 3200 steel, so we would need like tens of thousands of steel if we wanted to cover literally the entire base. So what I usually use this for is in the stockpiles, I will put them over where the deep storage units are to prevent any drop pod enemies of ruining the roof and stuff. And land on the things and then have items strewn all over the place. Of course, for drop pods, there's something. Why did you just buy free dragon altars? These are just going to be deconstructed. We already have a dragon altar down here. Apparently, does it even has a freaking artwork on it. This piece bears a representation of dozens of boxers and warriors eating onions together. There's a goat beneath the main subject. Unknown author. Oh, it's probably because it was, yeah, it was bought in because it's made out of pine wood. Oh yeah. This is what wild elementite looks like, by the way. What materials, eh? Bought it ages ago. Yeah. It's so long ago that, and it's like, you know, 1 out of a billion things that I wouldn't be able to recall who bought it, so. You'll have me excused, I hope. So why do you say we don't have water? Oh, that's why. Because that severed the water connection to the rest of the base. So why do you want an Archotech heart, Andre? That's what I wanted to ask you. Cause heart problems. What is this negligible cholesterol? So I don't know what you The cholesterol is because of what your character is eating. That's got nothing to do with the heart sleeve. Ventricular sleeve. Constantly in medium pain. I think that's more because you're under the effect of muscle parasites, my dude. Muscle parasites cause 20% pain, which would make up 20 of the 24%. The remaining 4%, I suppose, are added through the heart ventricular sleeve. I'm kind of surprised though, because when you got all the bug parts, you were fine with being like, oh, in pain. With an Arco heart, you don't have heart problems. You don't have heart problems. You have negligible cholesterol. It doesn't do anything. It literally says no effect. Because of your blood filtration due to your kidneys and etc., you probably won't ever have any issues with it. Is my guess. I don't know how that works internally. Oh, Murloc's trying out the new Psy trainers. You're just not a Psycaster, so you can't. You can't use it if you don't buy Ace. Yet, what are they calling it? Psylink thingy? If I die of heart cancer, I'm blaming you. You should be fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, I will be more worried about going on breakdowns whenever you're going for like those medieval jousting events and stuff, because it takes you forever to go across the map and your character ends up getting bored. Let's celebrate new beginnings, eh? One for all. All hail the blood gods. So you bought Chiquila. Okay. You forgot to buy a party, I guess. Spambot came in, yeah, I noticed that. I don't have my moderator in here today. And I'm not too familiar with moderating my own stream yet, so... God fucking damn it. Manhammer. Do you need a mod? I mean, I need moderators, yes. I do actually need some moderators to help me out. Do you want to be a moderator, 7Psych? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I'll give you a chance to be a mod then. Did I do that correctly? There you go, that should do it. I do see that I have one of my friends who's also a moderator in here, but he's probably busy with something else. Also, mods can buy how much they want. Can they, though? Okay. Who bought the... Murloc? That one is really useful. Add it to the collection. I don't know about the heater, though. Is it because someone's cold? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's like... No, that's not it. There is this thing under viewers, but it just means that you might get like extra votes or something depending on how it's set up, but I haven't really messed with it yet. And then there's another place where I think it might be under coins. Yeah, you can set it so the viewers have unlimited coins, but that's everyone. Can I actually also restrict coin rewarding by forcing people to participate in chat, but yeah. So the space heater is for Murloc. Is it because you're cold or something? So Pokey Gamer. She has her bed back. Can't remember who had that bedroom, but it's a generic one, so that's not really an issue. I wonder if you get energy shields if the if this would protect you from a tornado, because it protects you from drop pods. So if you have a drop pod raid and it lands within the shield, it just damages the shield a bit and it disintegrates the drop pod. So if it's a drop pod raid, then yeah. Which is another reason for why I disabled it, because it seemed like it would drop around the actual drop spot rather than like we had a drop pod raid that spawned up here earlier. So I don't know exactly what to make of that, if you will. A masterwork drill. So if it has a drill, 7 psych, you have a drill. Oh, I created that. We could actually just give you a Mastercraft drill instead of the one that you're using. It's just a stat difference. So, the Psy Trainer here, do you have any plans with that, by the way? You're spatial. So this was just a trader, okay. Hey, these are the Lapelli. Space dragon folk, basically. Back, kinda. Alright. Good to have you back, Dark Wolf. Small, colorful doormat. Wow. Masterwork. So pretty. So special. All this dirt around here, though. Freaking tornadoes. Oh no, they also ruined our carpet. God damn it. Let's see, where is it again? It's this pattern, and it's orange, if my memory serves me right. Yes. So, we're getting raided by the Finana Kingdom, so these are going to be knights. But where are they? They didn't really generate. Oh, they'll raid you with, oh, right. That's correct. So you get like a 12 hours worth of heads up when you're using Igor Invader. Wait, what? Jerome, you probably shouldn't be trading with this guy. I can set Sephiroth to do the thing if I can find their leader there. Yes, I know. Unless I restrict it. Unless I restrict it, then you guys can do that. I really don't want to restrict you unless I absolutely have to, so. Because it's more work for me and it's less fun for you guys. They're selling a Cerberus. It's just a... You know what a Cerberus is. I highly and assume that you know what a Cerberus is. It's the Fing one. Yeah, those are all our animals, so... They were an exotic goods trader. They might sell more of that, yep, here's the genetic material. Do want to build a little bit of a stockpile on that stuff. Because this is apparently how we're supposed to acquire it, through like an exotics trader. And I know it's not really that expensive to acquire. I mean, it's still relatively expensive in terms of silver cost and all. But it's like, if you could just buy it through the store, it makes it a bit too easy to acquire, in my opinion. We can actually buy Amrita, so let's buy some of that too. I don't know if it's spoils or not. Yeah, you can also buy a tornado generator. I think. I can't remember if I disabled those. Oh, we can get a jump pack, tech print. Let's actually do that. Buy silver 300. Okay. Getting some coins in there. But you can't do it, it won't trigger until like we're done trading with this caravan here, so you'll have to be a bit patient. There's a Neuroquake. I also removed Neuroquake from the store. It's just not been updated because it's kind of fucked. So I hope that's not a big deal. Mind Twist. A Mind Twist device takes away any remorses away from the patient. It interacts directly with the user's brain and closes bridges between unnecessary brain areas. It doesn't instantly remove thought due to the time needed for it to establish synaptic connection. It's an implant. Didn't really give me an idea of what it actually does. Okay, negative 100% psychic sensitivity. Wasn't there a trait that did that though? And then just a bunch of board game stuff at the end. Okay. Oh yeah, that reminds me now. By the way, I should probably give you guys a head up. If you install body part replacements now, it will take some time for your pawn to get used to it as like a balancing feature. Okay, so there's something that drops these exotic particles and I have no clue what it is. Is it the boomalope? No, not the boomalope, the arcalopes. Oh, that's one of the mods I removed from my game. The rehabilitation thing? Should be a mod for countering tornadoes. Well, a bunker. Okay, so it is exotic particles. They are dropped by the arcalopes. Gotcha. Interesting. But no, the tornadoes just need to be rebalanced silver cost wise. They were just too cheap. And the fact that you could spawn them back to back just made it too easy. It's because normally the default coin acquisition rate is like 40 coins at most or something, and we've got it to 160, so it's just a balancing issue really. And not really that big of a deal. Because if someone like straight up just destroys the entire colony because they buy like 20,000 tornadoes for some reason, then we'll just load a save because no one wants to watch that. I assume. Do you have alpha animals? Yes, we do, Leo. We do. We have a bunch of mods on here. We also have Dragon's Descent, we have Dinosauria, and we also have Magical Menagerie, and we also have Saber Ship, which also adds a couple extra creatures. I would watch that. I mean, I would watch it happen, but then I would load the save. I mean, because it would probably, you know, just destroy everything. So, I don't use the queue system. If you want into the colony, a colonist will set you back 2,500 coins. And if you do mod settings, you will see that your maximum karma can go to 1,000%, which will get you up to 160 coins every 2 minutes. And actually, I forgot to give everyone coins for the second hour, so why not give everyone like another 1,000 coins now? How much adamantite do we have? Let's see if I can find it. It's gotta be here, right? We have a whole, well, we had 200 and something. They're probably moving it around because we also have this entire adamantite ore meteor, which is very durable, by the way. Literally can't see anything out of a window. It's just a huge glowing meteor, probably. But yeah, I haven't messed around much with Save Our Ship, so hopefully it doesn't like basically my prediction is gonna be that we're gonna go as far as we can, hopefully beyond Save Our Ship, but we'll go towards Save Our Ship as like the end goal at some point, and then see where that can take us with our established colony. And if it doesn't end up working out, we will take it from there. Because a bit of a special mod when it comes to compatibilities. So we got a caravan attack quest. Like, I'm starting to wonder, should we do some of these just because we can? Because it says they're mojos, it doesn't say a specific faction. I'm a magical medic now. Yes. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this. Ugh. Yeah. So you have a lot of skills now. Stabilizing touch. Can you even use these through Puppeteer yourself? Like, how does it even... No. It's also like, if you don't have enough side focus, you just can't use the spells or abilities. But yeah, the more psycasts thing adds a lot of healing things in there. One-click functions only. But when you're drafted, that's what shows you these things. So it's literally like, click here, click on the other thing, so it's... Oh, is that what you mean, can't target? You can't say like, oh, stabilize this particular thing. Hmm. Hmm. I thought you could see psycasts on Puppeteer. I mean, you can probably also, you should also be able to see the, this menu here. Simple sidearms one. From what I remember, at least. Hmm. Interesting. So that's no longer the case. When I was testing Puppeteer initially, I could actually see the simple sidearms UI, but that's no longer a thing. Huh. Okay. I wonder why that is. Because I was testing it out on like my own at some point, but maybe something changed. Can't even click your pawn when drafted. Why did all our adamantite get used? It's being used to craft adamantite heavy plates. Because this is set up so that... Should have been set up like this. Because apparently we lost an adamantite chest plate at some point. Does that make sense? That's dragon leather. You're wearing this heavy plate armor. Also, why is just Acne doing this? Did you? Yes, you did. No one said these things, please. I'm big craft now. Maybe I can set you to do it. If it will let me. Also, we can hardly run the game at 1x speed right now for some reason. Pemmican, side trainers, silvers, legendary M brandy. We're like expecting that raid to happen any moment too. Someone's idle though. Why is Murloc idle? Well, I said everyone to do something. Well, he clearly changed that. That's why these are here. So don't change those research or fishing tasks, otherwise your character will just eventually go idle. I don't have the hauler bots mod. I mean, I know why we're lagging. It's because of that tornado that happened. It's just created a bunch of trash everywhere. And we also have like a group of lapelli traders here. Having all these dead bodies down here probably also don't help. Filth everywhere. Didn't even notice this one in the middle of everything. Well, at least our floors are just made out of bone, so it's easy to replace. Otherwise, that would have been a bit of a pain. But yeah, just so we're clear, anyone who's like thinking that it's not enough action is happening, then if you feel that way, then don't spawn like a bunch of crap, because then we're just gonna spend longer time doing all this fixing. I could give you one, yes. Maybe it makes more sense for you to have one of... No, it doesn't. You can probably have a drill as well. Should be fine. The more action, the less action law. Yes. Exactly. That's just the unfortunate truth about Rimworld. It's probably why there's no filth system in going medieval, for instance. Because all this shit that's just around here is just adding on top of everything else. Should probably also consider getting rid of some of these things in here. Get rid of that cat, for instance. Probably should get rid of some of these. Like, the only reason why we keep the neurons right now is because they're bonded, but I would actually prefer to get rid of them. Same with this barb slinger, but again, was specifically bought as a pet. These unicorns should also go, but they are also bonded. So yeah. Yeah, in terms of filth, I mean, that's not really an issue. It's just the mostly the pawns that come and visit you that are the main issue. Thanks for the silver. And people who buy ducks. Should actually just get rid of the ducks, to be honest. If you want to give me something to replace the ducks, you can buy a what are they called again? A Driosaurus, I think they're called. I would much more prefer those. Is that what they're actually called? That's not what I wanted to open. I think that's what they're called. Yes, these little fellas. Too poor. Yeah, I know, Sephiroth. I literally just added the mod yesterday, I think, and I hadn't changed the prices yet. So if I give you a drill, I focused you on actually doing the task, so that I made sure that you actually were the one who were going to do the task. Also, I noticed there was a drill like in the room here, so someone dropped that at some point and it's just not been hauled yet. So I'll just make you use that as a sidearm. But yeah, it's like really weird why you guys have no UI. Hey, what are you doing? You literally just told me to equip a drill and then you're like... Stop it. Silly goose. Can't both give you a drill and then have you go and do the thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably just the stream delay. Yeah, all the side trainers are 1500 coins, by the way. So what's in these anyway? Okay, so this is where I put the freaking tools. Or where they put the tools, I suppose. Guess we can go in here and specify more specifically to be those ones. Carver, that's the ferals. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, I mean, just remember, Sephiroth, when you use Psycast, don't you get like natural negative things in return though? Like your character can like go unconscious if you overdo it or something. Is this a raid? No? Game just decided that it needed to load something for a little bit. Interesting. Made your masterwork plate armor there. I did it. I just need to make a legendary. Just need to make a legendary. It doesn't have any art, it didn't seem like it. Because that's what I was looking for, but it doesn't seem like it has any art on it. Just because it's Mastercraft doesn't mean that it has art, as far as I know. Takes you forever to equip it though. Then again, we're basically going half normal speed. Lots of adamantite. Oh, we found some more iron. It's good because this stockpile of iron is slowly getting smaller. But that's also because we've been converting it into steel. And we also have our terramorph converting the steel over here into sky steel, so that's also a thing. No storage. Really? I call bullshit. This thing can have 12 stacks. So there's plenty of space. Okay. Thinking like 10 minutes I'll have to end the stream. There's also another day tomorrow, which I will probably stream some Dungeons and Dragons related stuff. I haven't quite figured out what I want to work on next, but you know, there's so many things to get done still, so I'm sure there's something I can figure out. Geez, we do have a lot of chem fuel here though. Almost 9,000. That's why we don't need boomalopes, because these dragons produce it as like a thing. So you can't watch tomorrow? Probably. I would just say check to see if I'm streaming Tailspire, and if it's Tailspire, then yeah, then you should probably stay out of the stream. So this manager desk hasn't even been rebuilt yet. Oh, it's because it was made out of obsidian. That makes sense, because it was like one that was given. So that's another problem with people giving you like the structure, is that when it needs to be replaced, it's still gonna keep that material type, and then you might not think about it. Like if this altar were to get destroyed as well. We actually have a black dragon egg. Wait. What? A black dragon egg? Well, yep, dragons can crossbreed, so just because you don't have a black dragon yet doesn't mean you can't get one. And I looked it over again, so it's basically the most valuable ones are the true dragons. Next in line are the metallic dragons, like this gold one here, or the silver dragons, or the jade dragons. And then at the bottom of the list you have the generic, more generic ones, like the white, the blue, we do have a red one somewhere down here, and the yellow one, and of course, yeah, the black one. Oh yeah, there's also a green one. I think that's probably it. Cap's just throwing hoops down here. Did they fix the pipes? Yes, they did. Shield user has a ranged weapon. Is that because Simo is set to melee? Yes. for some reason. Freaking destroyed this all. I do hope that we get like a Rimworld 2 which has multi-threading built into it. Like, I would buy a sequel just for that feature alone, if you will. Heck, even if it was the same game as Rimworld, even if it was just a DLC, like if you could buy a DLC that was just like multi-threading Rimworld somehow, that would be amazing. The chance of that happening though are pretty slim, I'd imagine, because none of the mods would work with it, I'd assume. Because it would probably break too many things at this stage. I feel like this, actually, can we set these to allow harvest? No. Yes, we can. So we can do this. So basically, these are just here for decoration. Oops, that's not what I want. Which actually doesn't make a small difference. They do actually provide beauty for an area. Because they're in the view range of these windows, it does actually transfer to the other side too. Not that it really matters, like this is just to be fancy, but it is an actual thing. So, in other words, because water tiles with the settings that the mods that I use are considered pretty as well. If you have deep water right in front of a window, it actually translates to beauty inside the room, which is really cool. So the Green Oasis settlement in attacking in 12 hours. I feel like these raids don't always generate appropriately. So I wonder why. Could it be that it's because the game is trying to generate, like Igor Invader is trying to generate a raid from a faction that's not allowed due to ignorance is bliss, and then it's like generates the thing but then fails? Have to open up debugging menu to figure that out, I guess. Maybe that's something I have to look at before the weekend stream. Oh well. But yeah, not really much I can do to improve performance. Hey Dantrish, with the impeccable timing. You're just getting in here at the very end of my stream today. But how are you? I hope you're doing good. But yeah, I was just about to be ending the stream today. That being said, actually, do you guys have any suggestions on who we should raid? If there's anyone awake at this point that we can raid. Because I don't have anyone here. Oh, that's good, Dantrish. It is a weekday too, so chance of finding some of the people that I know online at this point in hour is probably very low. No suggestions? Because then we'll just end the stream as is. No raid. Alright. Well, everyone, then let's just call this a day. Oh, you mean that I should raid someone? But who though? Because I have no clue. is that whole I'm very new to Twitch syndrome. And though I've been hanging out in other people's streams, I have not exactly got a huge library of people that I can raid yet. Ex-Asian Matt. Okay. Okay, I wasn't allowed to go to that for some reason. That's not someone who exists on Twitch, apparently. Oh, is it because it's Asian and not Asane? I mean, we can raid this guy, but I have no idea who he is. He's playing Fortnite. And you just raid. Well, then let's try this one then. Let's do a save here though. So are you ready to raid this random guy? Love to spam. Oh well. Let's get this raid started then. I probably won't hang out for too long though, because I've got other stuff that I need to do before bed, so... Get this... Invalid username. Oh wait. Ah, god damn it. Let's try and actually... Because it's 2 T's. Follower or subscriber only chat. There we go. Thanks, and I will see you all when I see you. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe. I'll be streaming the what's it called? Tailspire tomorrow if I'm doing that, so hope to see you all there, alright? Let's go.